Hey everyone, just wanted to give you an update on what's happening with my car. So the engine has already been shipped out and delivered to Michigan at Dead Hook Motorsports. It arrived there Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, so that's pretty exciting there. The other exciting news, in a sense, is they're not going to touch it until December 19th because I'm going to fly out to Michigan and record the whole process of tearing down the engine and seeing what went wrong inside of it. It's a pretty cool experience to be able to fly out there, and I have Dead Hook Motorsports Russ to thank for that. I'm also going to be doing a tour of their facility, and we get to get a close-up view of what's going to be going inside the engine, from the pistons, the rods, the rings, and all the whole process of what that is, along with a full detailed tour of his facility. I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be a little bit of a weather change because here in San Diego, California, this is like our first day of quote-unquote fall, where it's supposed to rain and it's just cloudy and 55 degrees out, versus over there in Michigan, the weather is reported to be snowy in the 30s, so that'll be an adventure in itself. So look out for that video. Again, I'm going December 18th, and I should be arriving on the 19th there. Also, with Black Friday happening, I went ahead and ordered a list of parts for the car while it's down. I have new PowerFlex suspension bushings for the control arms, the rear torsion beam, the caster adjustment. All of those are going to be coming in. I have new silicone hoses for not only the main radiator but also all the little coolant lines coming in. I also went ahead and ordered a WaveTrack LSD, and that was something a little unexpected, and I went ahead since I ordered that and got all the hardware and the final drive ratio, and that's gonna I was kind of honestly thinking about not ordering it with everything that's happening, but with the cells that I saw, I couldn't say no, and I already pulled the trigger on that. So that's going to be something to look forward to as well. I'm going to be installing that myself. I have the transmission actually next to me over here underneath the tarp while we wait for it, as well as changing out my intake. So I'm going to be selling my 2J racing intake, and instead I am purchasing a CPE intake. The reason why is I want a little bit less loud inside the cabin, and I already went ahead while the engine's removed and removed all the sound deadening behind the firewall, so it's going to be loud in a sense already. I've also ordered the Velocitech Big Mouth to help more air come in, and I'm working on a very custom lower intake part because the CPE has the normal hole for ram air in the front like the stock intake does, and it also has an additional bottom hole, and I'm working on making that to have an additional ram air effect. That is going to be something fun and in store to work with, as well as wrapping it in gold foil and making sure everything is, heat treated and adjusted, along with ordering all the gaskets and O-rings and things I need to put the car back together. I also went ahead and upgraded my charge pipes and ordered the matte performance charge pipe, so it's full stainless steel hard construction with the motor mounts from TurboTech Racing. So the engine itself is not going to be moving very much with the TurboTech Racing motor mounts, the Boomba rear motor mount that I already have in there, so I don't have to worry too much about engine flex for those hard pipes. Another thing I had ordered is the steering rack bushings while I'm in there, and I swapped out my sway bar from the IBOC unit that I had, which is 25 millimeters, down to the factory sway bar, which I believe is 19 millimeters if I remember correctly. And I have some new white line adjustable end links for the ride height. Another thing I'm going to be doing too with the car is swapping the springs from my coilovers from my custom linear spring setup that I had ordered and got made, and I want to put in the progressive springs, and I kind of want to have a comparison on how they feel with the body roll, because I've been doing some research and I hear a couple different methods and reasonings behind progressive springs and linear springs, and I want a first-hand experience on what that is in itself. Another thing that arrived for my quote-unquote track day that has already gone and passed because I didn't have a car to drive was my spacers for the front. I ordered 15 millimeter garage line spacers so I could dial in some more camber in the front without interfering with touching the coilovers. So I have all these really cool parts either on the way or here, just kind of sitting here waiting. So again, the big things that are going to be happening is flying out to Michigan to Dead Hook Motorsports Racing, their facility, and being able to have a hands-on experience there, as well as installing the limited slip differential and final drive ratio. So I am looking forward to everything that's going to be happening. Almost forgot one last thing is, with the motor being sent out through Dead Hook Motorsports, I also ordered a lightweight flywheel and clutch assembly, stage 3 clutch, to handle the extra power, as I noticed my stock clutch, organic clutch, maybe had 10,000 miles left on it. And I just want to make sure, because the car is more track oriented, I just want to make sure that it's geared properly for that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. A lot of it's a waiting game, so videos are going to be kind of scarce until things start happening. When I go up to Michigan, I'm going to be trying to upload them the night of, but we'll see. Who knows? I might be super busy or super tired where it just has to wait until after the trip is done. But that's kind of where I'm at. I've got some parts next to me that I've been parting out, things that I'm either changing out or that I deemed a little unnecessary, as this is kind of an expensive budget build. Most of it has been charged on credit to let you guys know I'm not made of gold, but there's definitely a payment plan and budget and stuff like this of how this is all happening. So I'm super excited, and thank you guys for subscribing and watching. I will see you next time.